All right, so today we have something very shocking. I want to know your opinion down below and what you think about this. I wanted to share this with you. I want to make this clear again. Take it with a grain of salt because it's a thing that a lot of players were saying otherwise for. A lot of people were speculating everything else, and a lot of JP YouTubers were saying that they knew the truth. What looks like they may have not known the truth. So I'm very curious on how things are approached here, but this will change things for those that thought that we had a idea for everything up and coming, but this is more so what I would have leaned on expecting, being the devs switching things up here to make sure you never know what's actually coming next. It's a very smart play, and it's a big way for them to obviously get maybe more hype things out before you think they're going to release. Today we're going to hop into it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Celebrate giveaway will just continue onward, so just comment, celebrate, and be subscribed. That's it. Let's get into things. First off, this information comes from Pyoro. If you watched the video from me previously, Pyoro was the guy who talked about trading, and he got it on the dot. He did not get a single thing wrong about trading. Exactly what he told you about trading, he was correct on. Pyoro is known as an insanely credible leaker, and people consider him like the greatest leaker around. And it's like he has a 100% track record. He only speaks when it's factual. Great guy. And from my comment section, a lot of people were super excited that now he's covering Pocket, which is a huge thing for everyone. So take it what you will. If you trust him, you trust him. If you don't trust him, you don't have to trust him. I can only speak on his track record, and I can only speak on the fact he got trading correct. His newest statement here today is officially released only a few hours ago, and here is what Pyoro has to say. Pyoro's account is over here. He tweeted out this recently, which was the trading confirmation. Trading Pokemon cards equals diamond, so all diamond cards plus 1-star rarity, sad face. And that was what? Correct. He now put out a statement saying A2 equals Gen 4. The only thing is, what I know from this leaker, and I've kind of been a part of, not been a part, but seen a lot of stuff that has come out from him. How he does things is, it's within a 5 or 6 day or 7 day time frame. He knows what's happening because he gets some sort of early information, and it's like either video format he finds out from or a message format he finds out from, and then he makes posts about it afterwards. So probably he already got like a little bit of a sneak peek, or found out a little bit of a sneak peek about the trailer coming out, which releases in 2 days, by the way, theoretically, if it follows what they did last time. And probably he heard about it and made a post. And that is that he saw Gen 4 cards, so he says A2 equals Gen 4. Now, obviously, the Gen Apex set was Gen 1. That's how things operated there. It looks like everyone was expecting Gen 2, but no, it's Gen 4. So, a major change for a lot of players, because people thought that we knew this game. We knew how this game's going to operate. It's going to be Gen 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. But no, looks like they're going for Gen 4 here, potentially. As always, please take it with a grain of salt, because I'm making this video with the reason of you thought Gen 2, Gen 4 seemingly may be the case here, which, ripped to my comment section, a lot of people really wanted Totodile. A lot of people really wanted some of the cards there. A lot of people have been saying that recently. I was hoping for Lugia, bro. I was so excited to maybe get Lugia, but it looks like we have to put a little bit of Copium off there, and expect Copium, or expect Lugia and Gen 2 off in a little bit. For those that don't know what Gen 4 is, by the way, Gen 4 is this over here. So potentially we skip Gen 2, skip Gen 3 for now, come back at them at a later date, but we get Pokemon like this over here. We have Turtwig in the entire evolution line, Chimchar, Piplup, Starly, Staravia, those ones over there, Luxio, Shinx, really popular Pokemon and such. Another bunch over here. One of my favorite, Buizel, all right here. one of my favorite, Lopunny over there. A lot of great Pokemon, but I'm curious if they go for Gen 4 here. They're doing it for one reason, and that's the excitement of Gen 4. Gen 4 is a very, very, very popular gen. Yeah, maybe you'll say Gen 2 is not as popular as Gen 4. I've seen Gen 4 usually rated very high because of Pokemon like Lucario, because of Pokemon like Darkrai, because of Pokemon like Palkia, Dialga, Arceus, unless I'm getting that wrong, Giratina. There's a lot. There's Leafeon in here, Glaceon in here. There's a lot of big pickups this set has. So it'll be a very exciting one for a lot of players, but those that were thinking Gen 2, I already know that they'll be very depressed here, but Arceus, Shaman, Manphy, Cresselia, so many good Pokemon over here. Does this have the entire Reggie line, or is it just Gigas? Does it have the whole Reggie line, or is that different gen? It might be the gen before this that has them. I'm not sure. But Regirock, Gigas, Ice, right? Those exist too. So it's a very, very popular set, but what you potentially may have missed out on is this over here. Totodile was what I was hoping for, bro. My goat, Totodile. Pichu, and a lot of other Pokemon over here that are in the set, but or that were supposed to be if they were to release, but I could see them doing it. Honestly, I could see them go for a more hyped one. The main highlight of the set from my comment section was like Tyranitar, was like Lugia, maybe the three dogs. I know people are gonna say they're not dogs, but people call them three dogs. I will call them three dogs. And maybe some other Pokemon on the side here, but Umbreon, a very, very popular both card, it's like, you know, a Moonbreon and the newest Umbreon from the newest set, but it looks like potentially Gen 4 is what they're going for here. And we don't know for sure. Let's make that clear. Pyoro is credible, but if you were to put a comparison down, what should I believe in? Should I believe in Gen 2, Gen 4? Seems like it's leaning towards Gen 4. He also confirms further, saying, when is A2 dropping? He responds with the 30th. So the 30th of the month is when it drops, which is obvious information. We kind of knew that, but just wanted to put that confirmation out there. And that seemingly is what he's going for. So a bit shocked here. I've seen like some community opinions so far. People are kind of depressed about the Lugia thing. I've seen it on Discord more so because it's being talked about there like much more than it's being talked about anywhere else. And a lot of people are just mad that Lugia isn't dropping, but there is a lot of great Pokemon you can get now, and a lot of great trainers also. This gen has like a very good amount of good trainers. So I'm very curious on how they handle things here, but it looks like over here, new rumor predictions. Seems like Gen 4 Pokemon will be chosen instead of 8-2, as not a leaker says, so it's Pyoro. What Pokemon do you think will be chosen as the booster packs? I imagine 3 pack choices, 3 immersives, 15 total EXs. What Pokemon do you think will be the immersives? In my opinion, before I read the comments, Lucario will probably be one because he's very, very popular. I would say Darkrai and then like Arceus. Would you say that? I would say that's definitely the case there. They say Giratina, Lucario, Garchomp. Darkrai is there too. I don't know how that wasn't picked. Definitely a very exciting one over here. Someone says so many leaks, so little evidence. But it's the same guy who leaked trading, so he was correct. It's a very trusted source. So yeah, it is. Who cares? Wow. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, altogether, let me know what you think here. Gen 4 could be very exciting. Gen 4 could be very boring here. Depends on the community, but they could be changing things here. So this is a good thing for the future to know that, hey, it's not going to be what you think it is, okay? So don't plan accordingly like that. A lot of people just got exposed here today, very funnily enough, about those cards that have been surfacing. A lot of Twitter accounts have been kind of, you know, trying to say that, oh, we got the cards early and we're showing off all those artworks and such. And then following up with like a day or two later, oh no, this was just a mock-up, this was a concept. So, but yes, also this screenshot's been kind of going around, not like it's anything insanely important, but I thought I'd just add it to the video just to show it to you. Basically, Cerebi, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly there, has been saying basically the 23rd to 26th is like information drop, which is kind of expected. I told you exactly the set release is theoretically on the 29th PST time, which means if we follow what they did last time about 5 or 6 days prior to that date, they released the information. So using that logic, around the 23rd is when it begins if we base it off of current information. Now, the thing is, it's a brand new freaking set with 3 boosters. You think they may do it earlier? Who freaking knows? All I can tell you is this week, you will have information regarding the new set, and this could be why we actually have information from Pyoro, because Pyoro saw it early, because it's coming out literally in a few days, this information, like within maybe 48 hours, and that's why this information has come out. If you look at it over here, he put the statement out on January 11th. I think maybe 2 or 3 days later, it was confirmed, so he had that information just a bit prior and shared that information. So, in my opinion, it's a very credible source, and it's a very big thing. Gen 4 is popular, so I would see this as a case. But around 23rd, 26th, you'll have your official announcement, and we'll see what happens. For now, though, they picked a popular gen. It's a very smart play to keep things different, so you never predict what's next. You will never be able to save for what you want because you can't tell what's coming. Very smart play by the devs here. You might hate it, you might say whatever, but for money-wise and keeping the element of surprise together, it works. Take care, have fun. That's been it for me. Get ready for potentially Gen 4 instead of Gen 2. Rip my Lugia and my Totodile. I'm gonna go cry in the corner.